You know that moment when you just need to quickly grab a digital copy of something, like a receipt for your expenses, maybe that idea you scribbled down in the scanning app you open feels like, I don't know, like it's asking you to perform brain surgery.
Yeah.
It's crammed with features you'll never touch. The interface is, well, a maze, and getting a clean scan without a PhD in edge detection feels like a minor miracle.
It's such a common frustration, isn't it? We've all been there, where a really simple task just gets way too complicated by the tech itself. It makes you wonder why it can't just be straightforward.
And that brings us to iSpeedScan. Think of it as maybe a breath of fresh air in this cluttered world of scanning apps.
Oh.
Based on what you've shared about needing something faster, more secure, simpler, this app looks like it might just be the answer.
Right.
So our deep dive today is going to explore how iSpeedScan streamlines everything, from snapping a quick photo to generating, a professional PDF, all while keeping your privacy front and center and making the process really easy for you.
Exactly. You're probably listening because you're looking for a tool that just cuts through the noise and works without demanding extra steps or unnecessary complexity.
Yeah.
We're going to dig into the core of iSpeedScan and see how it delivers on that kind of no-nonsense promise, specifically with, well, your requirements in mind.
Okay, so you open iSpeedScan. What's the very first thing you notice? It's how quickly it gets ready to go. It launches right back into the last mode you were using, either photo or PDF. The camera's just there, ready. No splash screens, no endless menus, just to start scanning.
And what's interesting about that immediate return to the last use mode is how it sort of anticipates your workflow, Right. If you were just processing a stack of photos, the app assumes that's likely what you need to do next.
Right.
It's a small detail, but it really speaks to a user-centric design. It respects your time. It gets rid of that repetitive task of selecting the same mode over and over.
And then when you point your phone at a document, you see this instant document detection in action. It just snaps right to the edges.
Yeah.
No more fiddling with those little corner dots, trying to get the frame just right. You know how maddening that can be with other apps.
Most definitely. That automatic edge detection directly addresses one of the biggest pain points people have with scanning apps. So much time and effort can be wasted on those manual adjustments. By making this process instant and accurate, iSpeedScan immediately offers a more efficient and less frustrating experience for you. It suggests a core philosophy of making the whole thing as seamless as possible.
And once it's got the edges, the smart image processing kicks in. It automatically straightens the image, sharpens the text so it's really clear, and crops out all the background clutter.
Okay.
You end up with a clean, usable scan without having to tweak a single setting yourself.
That automated enhancement is key, I think, to getting consistent, high-quality results with minimal effort on your part. Straightening, sharpening, they can drastically improve the readability and, well, the overall professionalism of the scan, especially if the original isn't perfectly flat or well lit. It's about making your scans look their best automatically.
And the whole thing, from holding up your phone to having that process scan ready, it's designed to be basically a single tap. Span, tap, and it's saved. That sounds incredibly efficient, especially when you're like on the go.
That one tap save, after the intelligent capture and processing, really underscores the app's focus on speed and simplicity for you.
Yeah.
It minimizes the number of interactions needed, making it a much more fluid and time-saving workflow, particularly when you have, multiple items to scan one after another.
Now let's maybe zoom in on photo mode or picture mode. What's crucial here, especially given your need to quickly share visual info, is that it saves high-quality images directly to your phone's photo gallery with that single tap after scanning.
Right. That direct saving to your gallery is a significant advantage for how we often use and share images on our devices anyway. It means the scanned photo is immediately integrated into your existing photo management system, making it instantly accessible for sharing through various apps without extra steps or conversions.
Think about it from your perspective, right? You need to quickly upload a photo of a receipt to, say, Expensify for that lunch meeting.
Okay.
Or maybe share a snapshot of a project update with your team on Slack, or upload some site documentation to Procore. So many of these tools actually prefer image uploads.
That's true.
And iSpeedScan's photo mode just drops it right into your gallery, ready to be used in those apps immediately.
Yeah, if we think about the broader context of how information gets shared across different platforms, iSpeedScan's photo mode aligns perfectly with that preference for image formats in many common applications. It recognizes that while PDFs are essential for some things, Images are often the go-to for quick sharing and uploads in various workflows, saving you time and hassle.
And that's such a stark contrast to the way some other scanning apps work, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
You know, the drill.scan, then you have to convert it to a JPEG, name the file something clever you'll remember later, choose a specific folder within the app. It can be a real bottleneck, especially when you're trying to keep things moving quickly. iSpeedScan seems to just bypass all that.
That multi-step process in many other apps introduces unnecessary friction and can really disrupt your workflow. By directly saving as an image in photo mode, iSpeedScan removes those obstacles. It provides you with the information in the format you most likely need for immediate integration with other tools and platforms.
Okay, now let's pivot to PDF mode. This is where you get those clean, professional-looking PDF documents.
Right.
These are the kinds of files you'd use for, like, work orders, shipping manifests, or anything that requires a more official, standardized format.
Exactly. PDF mode caters to a different set of requirements, where a more formal and universally readable document format is essential. PDFs, they maintain their formatting across different devices and operating systems, making them ideal for professional communication and archiving.
And what's great is that even though it's creating a polished PDF, it still gives you control. You're not locked into a specific save location or some lengthy post-processing routine.
Right.
You can choose where to save it. You can often edit it right away using your phone's own tools, and you can share it immediately after it's generated. That flexibility seems really valuable.
That flexibility is crucial for accommodating your diverse workflows. Recognizing that you might need to save PDFs to different cloud services, email them directly, or perform quick edits immediately after scanning, it just makes the app much more versatile and adaptable to your specific needs.
And we shouldn't forget why PDFs are so widely used anyway. They look professional. They tend to have smaller file sizes than maybe image-heavy documents.
Yeah.
And just about every device out there can open them without any special software. That makes them perfect for sending to clients or keeping as permanent records.
Precisely. The universality and stability of the PDF format make it the standard for professional document exchange and long-term storage. iSpeedScan's PDF mode appears to deliver on creating these high-quality, easily shareable files with, a minimum of fuss for you.
Now, here's a feature that sounds particularly smart given your desire for simplicity. The ability to use your phone's built-in editing tools for both photos and PDFs. So if you need to highlight something, crop an image more precisely, or even sign a document, you can do it with the tools you're already familiar with on your phone.
That is an incredibly user-friendly approach.
Yeah.
By leveraging the native editing capabilities of your phone's operating system, iOS or Android,
Right.
iSpeedScan avoids needing to include a separate and potentially less intuitive editing suite within the app itself. This reduces complexity and keeps the app lightweight.
And that's a significant benefit because you don't have to learn a whole new set of editing controls just for those quick tweaks, You already know how to mark up a screenshot or add text to a photo on your phone. It just makes the whole process that much quicker and more convenient for you.
Yeah, consider a scenario where you need to quickly sign a contract or initial a document. With iSpeedScan, you scan it as a PDF and then immediately use your phone's markup features to add your signature.
Right there.
And send it off. Without needing to download another app or learn a new interface, it's a very efficient solution for those common tasks.
All right, let's talk about something that I know is a big concern for you and, frankly, for many people these days. Privacy and security.
Yeah.
From what we've gathered, iSpeedScan seems to be very serious about this. They emphasize that they don't collect any of your data, no personal information, no files, nothing.
In today's digital landscape where data breaches and privacy issues are, increasingly common, this commitment to zero data collection is a significant differentiator.
Huge.
It offers you greater peace of mind and control over your sensitive information. This approach directly addresses that growing user concern about digital privacy.
And it sounds like all the processing, the actual scanning, the image enhancement, even creating the PDF happens right there on your phone.
Locally, yeah.
No external servers involved in handling your documents. That's a really important point for keeping your information private and secure.
Exactly. When all the processing occurs locally on your device, it eliminates the potential risks associated with transmitting and storing your data on remote servers, where it could be vulnerable.
Right.
This on-device processing is a strong indicator of a privacy-first design, ensuring your scans remain under your control.
They also mentioned that the app asks for very few permissions, just access to your camera, which is obviously essential for scanning, and access to your photo gallery if you choose to save photos there. No requests for your contacts, your location data, or anything else that might seem unnecessary or, frankly, invasive.
Limiting permission requests to only what is strictly necessary for the core function of the app is another key indicator of a privacy-conscious approach. It minimizes the potential for unintended data access and demonstrates respect for your personal information.
And it seems they've deliberately avoided things like third-party integrations, analytics tracking that follows your usage.
Oh, yeah.
And even advertisements within the app. It's just a clean, focused tool designed for one purpose.
Scanning. The absence of those elements further reinforces the emphasis on your privacy and a streamlined, distraction-free user experience. Third-party integrations and analytics often involve data sharing, and ads can be intrusive. They detract from the app's core function.
Totally.
Their exclusion suggests a deliberate choice to prioritize your needs and your privacy.
So the key takeaway on privacy seems to be your scans stay on your device, and you have complete authority over when and how you share them. It's your information, and they're treating it that way.
That's a crucial point for you to consider. Maintaining full ownership and control over your data is a fundamental aspect of respecting user privacy. And iSpeedScan's approach aligns strongly with this principle.
And they really set themselves apart from other scanning apps, which they describe as bloated. You know, the ones they bombard you with ads? They force you to sign up for an account. They push subscriptions for features you probably don't need.
Right.
And there's often that nagging suspicion that they're quietly uploading your data to some cloud service without your explicit consent or full understanding.
This contrast really highlights the trade-offs that users often face when choosing a scanning app. Many free or premium apps rely on these tactics for monetization, but they can come at the expense of your user experience and, more importantly, your privacy.
Yeah.
iSpeedScan appears to be offering a different, much more privacy-respecting model.
Which leads us nicely to the value proposition and how it's priced. iSpeedScan is available as a free download for both iOS and Android, and it includes a 1-week free trial. So you can actually try it out in your own workflow and see if it meets your needs before paying anything.
Offering a free trial period is a very user-friendly way to let you experience the app's full functionality firsthand before making any commitment. It gives you the opportunity to ensure it fits seamlessly into your daily tasks.
And then, if you find it useful, they offer a one-time lifetime upgrade for a single payment.
Oh, interesting.
No recurring monthly or annual subscriptions, no constant nagging to upgrade to unlock essential features. You pay once, and you own it for good.
That one-time purchase model can be particularly appealing to users like you who are, frankly, tired of the subscription fatigue that's become so prevalent everywhere.
Tell me about it.
It offers a clear and predictable cost structure without that ongoing financial commitment of recurring fees.
That definitely sounds like a significant advantage over many competitors that try to lock you into ongoing payments and constantly push you to higher price tiers.
Indeed. The absence of subscriptions and relentless upsells aligns with the app's overall philosophy of simplicity and respect for your time and your budget. It's a straightforward transaction for a tool that aims to simplify your life.
So, who exactly is iSpeedScan designed for? It sounds like they're targeting a pretty wide range of people. Contractors who need to quickly document job sites. Freelancers managing invoices and receipts. Students digitizing lecture notes. Parents dealing with school forms. Or really, anyone who's just tired of the complexity of traditional scanning apps.
That's a well-defined target audience. These are all groups who likely have a frequent need for scanning various types of documents, but may not require or even desire the advanced features and complexity often found in like enterprise-level scanning solutions.
Right.
The focus on speed, simplicity, and privacy directly addresses their core needs and frustrations.
And for all those individuals, including you listening, the core benefits seem pretty clear. Fast, private scanning that integrates smoothly into your existing routines without adding extra steps or unnecessary complications.
Yeah.
It's about getting the job done efficiently and securely.
Ultimately, based on what we've seen, iSpeedScan appears to be positioning itself as the reliable, no-nonsense scanning tool. It prioritizes speed, ease of use, and your privacy, offering a refreshing alternative to the more complex and often data-hungry options out there.
So, to kind of bring it all together for you, it sounds like iSpeedScan provides a really clean and effective solution for all your scanning needs, whether you need the speed of photo mode for those quick uploads to image-friendly apps, or the professionalism of PDF mode for more formal documents, it seems to cover the essentials without any of the usual headaches we've all experienced.
Exactly. It offers those two core functionalities, efficient image capture for easy sharing, and reliable PDF creation for more formal uses, both delivered with a consistent emphasis on speed, simplicity, and that crucial aspect of user privacy.
If this sounds like the kind of scanning solution you've been looking for, you can download iSpeedScan. We'll include a direct link in the show notes so you can easily check it out for yourself.
Yeah.
It really does sound like it could streamline your scanning process significantly.
And with that 1-week free trial, there's really no downside to giving it a try and seeing if it truly addresses the specific scanning challenges you encounter in your daily life.
And once you've had a chance to use it, we'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. You can always connect with us on social media. We're on X, or send us an email with your feedback. We're always looking to learn about your experiences with the tools we discuss in these deep dives.
Your feedback is invaluable, really. It helps us understand what resonates with you and what areas we should explore in future discussions. It helps us tailor these deep dives to your specific interests and needs.
And speaking of future topics, we're already looking into another practical tech tool that we think you'll find particularly useful, so be sure to keep an eye out for that.
We're constantly searching for those tools that cut through the clutter and offer genuine value and efficiency in your daily routines.
All right, that brings us to the end of this deep dive. Until our next conversation, keep things simple and stay efficient.